These crinkle cookies are beautiful, delicious, and easy to make. There are only a few ingredients, so let's get started. Just a reminder that you'll be able to find this recipe, the list of ingredients, and much more in the Show More section below. I've also included links to where you can purchase online some of the ingredients and equipment that I use in this video recipe. If you have a chance, please check it out. In a bowl, I'm adding in 1 full box of vanilla white cake mix. I'm using Duncan Hines because it was on sale, but you can use the brand of your choice. Just giving the mixture a whisk to make sure all the big lumps are broken down. To the cake mix, I'm adding in 1 beaten egg, a little pure vanilla extract, and 1 8-ounce container of Cool Whip. And that is it. Giving that a good stir. Just a note that the cookie dough will be very thick and sticky. You will need some muscles to give this a thorough mixing. Now I'm dividing the dough in half. To 1/2 I'm adding in some red food coloring. I'm using liquid, but you can use the gel. Adding in a little at a time to get the desired color. To the other half I'm adding the green food coloring, giving everything a good mix. I started by using my cookie scoop to portion out the cookie dough balls. You want them to be about 1 inch diameter. Because the dough is so thick and sticky, I soon went to using a teaspoon and scraping off the dough with my finger into the confectioner's sugar. Once in the sugar, you'll be able to form the ball and thoroughly coat the outside with the sugar. Place the cookie balls on a parchment-lined cookie sheet or a non-stick silicone baking mat. Make sure you have about 1 inch or 2 between each cookie. Baking at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 12 to 15 minutes. The edges will start to firm, but the centers will be soft, and that is okay. The tops will form crinkles and make a nice design revealing the bright red and green cookie underneath. Once done, remove from the oven and let the cookies cool on the baking sheet for about 5 minutes, and then transfer them to a wire rack to finish cooling. The Christmas crinkle cookies turned out beautiful and are delicious. Very festive for the holiday season and are a definite crowd pleaser. The crinkle cookies are soft and chewy with a sweet vanilla flavor. They do freeze well so you can make ahead of time. They make a wonderful tea cookie and go perfectly with a glass of milk. I hope you give these Christmas crinkle cookies a try and enjoy. When time becomes more scarce near the holiday season, this is an extremely easy and delicious no-bake peanut butter pie. I've been making this pie for many years, and it's always a winner. Just a reminder that you'll be able to find this recipe, the list of ingredients, and much more in the Show More section below. I've also included links to where you can purchase online some of the ingredients and equipment that I use in this video recipe. If you have a chance, please check it out. In a bowl, I have a block of room temp cream cheese. I'm whipping with my hand mixer until fluffy and adding a little milk at a time until creamy. Just adding about a tablespoon of milk at a time to loosen the cream cheese. Next goes in some confectioner's sugar and giving another mix. Remember to pause and scrape down the sides of the bowl to get everything incorporated. Now the star of the show, the peanut butter. I'm using creamy peanut butter, but you can use chunky for more texture, giving everything another good mix. Some recipes call for pure vanilla extract, but I don't feel this recipe needs the flavor. It is optional, and you can add if you wish. The recipe calls for 8 to 9 ounces of whipped topping, and I'm folding and incorporating the whipped topping in a couple of batches. You can make your own with some heavy cream. Just take your time and gently fold in the whipped cream. You want to retain the fluffiness of the mixture. Spoon the mixture into a 9-inch graham cracker crust pie shell. You can use a chocolate crumb crust pie shell if you wish. Just leveling out the top. Cover and refrigerate the pie for a couple hours or until firm. You can also freeze the pie if needed. The peanut butter pie is done at this point, but you can decorate the top for a better presentation. I sprinkle the top with some finely chopped peanuts. You could also use some small chocolate chips or chocolate shavings, chocolate or caramel sauce, candy bar pieces, or whatever you like. I have some whipped topping left over, so I'm going to decorate the rim of the pie. I'm not a cake decorator, but I did find this cute little cake decorating kit at my local dollar store. Today I'm putting it to use. And that is it. The pie is done. And leave me tell you that this peanut butter pie is absolutely one of my top 3 favorite pies of all times. It is so creamy and rich with flavor. It is always a winner at the holiday table and one of the first pies to disappear. And what is really nice is that it is one of the easiest to make. I hope you give this no-bake peanut butter pie a try and enjoy. I've been digging out some of my favorite recipes from my Amish cookbooks. I usually make this Amish apple butter bread this time of year, and it is great for a holiday dinner gift. It is easy, great flavor, and not overly sweet. Just a reminder that you'll be able to find this recipe, the list of ingredients, and much more in the Show More section below. I've also included links where you can purchase online some of the ingredients and equipment that I use in this video recipe. If you have a chance, please check it out. I'm starting by mixing my dry ingredients together. I have some sifted all-purpose flour, and I'm adding in some salt and baking soda, giving that a stir and setting to the side. For the wet ingredients, I'm mixing some brown sugar, apple butter, apple cider, and you can substitute with some apple juice. Adding in some oil, and I'm using vegetable oil, giving everything a good whisk. And now for the spices. I have a good dose of cinnamon, ground cloves, nutmeg, and ground ginger, giving it a stir. In goes a couple large whipped eggs. Next, I'm mixing my dry ingredients with my wet ingredients, and I'm going to do this in a couple batches and stirring well in between. Pouring my batter into a well-greased and floured loaf pan. Giving it a little shake to level out. Baking at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 55 to 60 minutes or until a toothpick stuck in the center comes out clean. After it's done, I'm going to let it cool for about 5 minutes, then remove from the pan and let it finish cooling on a wire rack. This is optional, but I'm going to drizzle the top with a little icing. I have some confectioner's sugar and I'm adding in a little apple cider and stirring. Just adding a little of the cider at a time until I get the consistency that I want. You can just pour it all over the top or drizzle on with a spoon. This apple butter bread is so good and flavorful. It has some wonderful winter holiday flavors and would make a great holiday dinner gift. The apple butter bread is not overly sweet, and you could even serve the icing on the side. Serve it with a meal or as a snack. I hope you give this Amish apple butter bread a try and enjoy. If you like this Amish apple butter bread recipe, please hit the like and subscribe button. Remember to hit the bell next to the subscribe to make sure that you get my future video recipes. You can also find me on Facebook, Steam It, and at my website. Feel free to share this recipe and my channel with your friends and family. And until next time, much love!